Hi there, Mouseketeers! Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
Well, it's time for the May 2022 Disneyland News Wrap-Up with the Disneyland Beat.
We have so much to talk about. There's lots going on at Disneyland.
Come on into the parks with us.
Like, subscribe, and stick around.
Disneyland is your land.
Come seek an adventure at your pirates, eh?
Make the jump to life speed.
Hi, I'm Amy.
And I'm TC. Well, the news this month starts in Orlando at Walt Disney World. It has been announced that Walt Disney World will no longer pre-sell Genie Plus access and will instead only make it available the day of when you enter the park. The add-on service has been bringing in record amounts of profits for Disney.
They stated that they will likely start limiting the amount of sales offered on any given day. So, 1, it might sell out, and 2, it's very likely Disney will adjust and increase the pricing of Genie Plus moving forward.
And if you think that Genie Plus has been disruptive at Disneyland, know that its effect is much more profound at Walt Disney World, where the parks have far fewer attractions and often larger crowds. And pre-planning is really a necessity to having a successful trip in Orlando, and this is really changing that dynamic. We feel lucky that the park Walt built himself has so many attractions.
And of course, later this year, Disneyland should start seeing the implementation of Magic Band and Magic Mobile, which will bring in scanners that you can just tap your phone or wristband to. It should speed up entry time to the park itself and things like mobile order or when using Lightning Lane, but it will certainly add additional volume to the queue systems as well.
Disneyland in New Orleans Square is all abuzz. Caricature artists are back in town doing their thing, and it's really nice to see most of the walls coming down. The new plaza feels much more open, though perhaps slightly less themed.
Construction is wrapping up for the performances that are right around the corner. The island is looking amazing. We cannot wait for our favorite Disneyland spectacular to return. Fantasmic is almost here.
We are expecting it to return with a virtual queue in order to get a spot, and for dining packages to return soon after, just like at World of Color, which is now offering dining packages at Storytellers Cafe and Wine Country Trattoria, as well as a dessert party, which is also returned.
Tale of the Lion King will start the same time as Fantasmic on May 28th, playing at the Fantasyland Theater. This looks to be a slightly expanded version of the show from what we saw when it played at DCA. At least it appears to have more extravagant sets, lighting, and projections added as elements of the show. It's looking good from what we can see.
Pirates of the Caribbean, or is it Caribbean, will be joining the park on July 1st, just a bit after the official start of summer. But it's already summer here at Disneyland. It's been hot, and it seems quite possible that might keep up for much of the season.
There have been some rumors that with the newly reworked queue for Pirates of the Caribbean happening, the attraction might be making its way onto the Genie Plus Lightning Lane list. The entry to the ride has digital signage being replaced or installed, and it just might be a Lightning Lane sign.
We think that it would be odd and unfortunate to do this to what is probably the highest capacity ride in the park. It works so well as is, and Lightning Lane would just make its standby line much longer. But anything is possible these days.
The Blue Bayou is continuing to get a makeover, perhaps beyond what is happening to the ride itself, and no return date has been announced.
Tarzan's Treehouse continues its makeover with no official news as to what it's changing to, but the predominant feeling in the neighborhood is that it will be themed to Antonio's Treehouse from Encanto. The large entrance stump and bridge has been completely removed. This portion was only added in for Tarzan's Treehouse, as the original attraction here, the Swiss Family Treehouse, had an entrance near the main tree base.
If this is going away for good, it's bittersweet. In some ways, it does a great job of creating the imaginary barrier between Adventureland and New Orleans Square, but on the other hand, it does contribute to the traffic bottleneck in this area that will likely flow much better in the future without it.
Captain Phasma and the First Order have been out and about in Galaxy's Edge this month, and the land has been pretty lively. The final Star Wars night and large Star Wars gathering at the Anaheim Convention Center will be happening by the time we get this video out.
The Lagoon and Finding Nemo Submarine Voyage attraction has been filled, or at least it's getting close to being full. The new colors on the corals seem really fun and beautiful. We can't wait until the walls come down around that beautiful water.
There's not much evidence of construction left. Noticeably missing still is the buoy with the mine seagulls, and there's a tarp hiding something that's on top of a rock. We wonder if it could be the two seals or sea lions from Finding Dory.
Gerald, you lost your marbles? Don't get used to it, Gerald. Cheeky joke.
Across the way at DCA, an old friend, the red Car Trolley, will be running the rails again soon. However, Disney has confirmed there will not be a street show to come along with it. In fact, Five and Dime is continuing to use the stage at Carthay Circle and play its shorter shows without its Jalopy or Goofy.
Disneyland, as part of Project Stardust, has been removing a lot of the seating options throughout the parks, but when they get complaints, they will put them back in, a lot of times in odd places. One such spot is right in the middle of the square at Adventures Campus, where new tables and sunshades have suddenly popped up.
We do agree there is a need for seating, but this seems like a cheap solution that will really hurt the flow of a pretty small land. We hope these don't stick around for too long.
The Rescue Rangers have been spotted back in the parks doing meet and greets, at least Chip and Dale. And of course, the Rescue Rangers movie was recently released on Disney Plus, and it is stuffed full of animation Easter eggs. It's a lot of fun, almost in the vein of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. We really enjoyed it.
There's been a real shakeup at the Paradise Garden Grill at DCA, the spot that used to be home to the burger invasion when the park opened and has since been serving seasonal and festival foods, seems to have decided on a new full-time menu.
It's the new barbecue and rib joint at Disneyland, complete with smokehouse fries and cornbread and coleslaw. This is something that's been missing since the Big Thunder Ranch barbecue was closed to make way for Batuu.
We can't wait to sink our teeth into some Kansas City-style smoky sauced ribs, and this spot in the park is usually not busy with lots of shaded seating.
Nighttime spectaculars are keeping guests in the park until late at night, as people want to catch a glimpse of the Main Street Electrical Parade, World of Color, and the Disneyland Forever fireworks show. It's been running on weekends, and it's going to start to run during weekdays in the summer as well. Mickey's Mix Magic has been playing during weekdays sometimes.
Also, there's been an Encanto projection short on the It's a Small World facade playing We Don't Talk About Bruno. The song may be getting overplayed, but it's a really fun bit of animation, and they meld Casita from the movie with the famous attraction.
Major long-term construction projects continue at Mickey's Toontown and at Downtown Disney. And the Paradise Pier Hotel has begun work on its Pixar retheme. And this seemingly includes a West Gate entrance to Disney California Adventure. How cool. No word on when that opens, but they've started construction, it seems.
This really would be a perk, as this hotel has a longer walk to the current entrances than some off-site hotels, and the renderings for the retheme look fantastic.
Downtown Disney will also be featuring an art exhibit as part of the Celebrate Soul seasonal event called The Soul of Jazz, an American Adventure. It will be housed in the old ESPN Zone building, and it's going to feature artwork based on Pixar's Soul, featuring Joe Gardner and other jazz artists.
Overall, May has been a beautiful month full of Disney magic, flowers, and amazing times. The park is really looking wonderful, and with the very few noted exceptions, every ride is up and running as we head into the summer.
We just want to close this episode by saying we hope you embrace joy and happiness and show patience and love for your fellow humans during your visit to Disneyland this summer. We could all use some magic from each other about now.
Take care, everyone, and thanks for watching. And please subscribe to help us achieve our goal of getting to 10,000 subscribers by the 4th of July. We'll see you real soon, Mouseketeers.
See you real soon.